Just a few words here about MLA style and about plagiarism. Your 3 or 4 papers, depending on which class you're taking, you're either writing 3 or 4 papers. Your papers have to be written in proper MLA style, but just the formatting. We're not worrying about citations right now, we're just worrying about the formatting. So what does that mean, formatting? Formatting just means how the page is laid out, what kind of font we're using. Font is the style of the print. We're using Times New Roman. And what kind of spacing? We're using double spacing, and we're using 12 point. 12 point means the size of the letters. So 12 point, Times New Roman, double spacing, which is standard MLA stuff. We need to have our name and the class up at the top of the page on the left side. Now what I've done is I've loaded up a very good guide for MLA. All you need to do is look at the guide and do it just like the guide. And no cover page. Let's avoid cover pages. And also be sure we're using correct English usage, correct punctuation, correct capitalization, no text speak, no run-on sentences. Please have someone proofread your paper. So go through this section. First watch this video. Of course you're watching it, because if you aren't watching it, you're not watching it. And then read over the paper that I've written about Michael Jackson that is in proper MLA format, and then look over the website and use this information to help guide you to write your papers in proper MLA style. And I would highly recommend that you write all of your papers from now on in this style, unless your teacher specifically recommends a different style. But this is a good place to start. One thing to not worry about is the page numbering. What I've found is, because of the formatting is when the print changes from, for instance, Microsoft Word into Mozilla Firefox into Blackboard, then back to Microsoft Word, then into a PDF format. Each one of these formats slightly differently, and for some reason that page numbering always seems to get messed up. So don't worry too much about page numbering right now. We won't worry about that. But do look at the Michael Jackson paper I've written. I hope you enjoy it. And also look over the website. Plagiarism. Let's talk about plagiarism. You can't steal stuff in this modern age of Wikipedia and copy and paste. It's so tempting to steal. Now you can use other ideas. You're supposed to go to, well, maybe not Wikipedia, but you're supposed to go Google things and read as much information as you can, but then you need to take that information and synthesize it into your own ideas. Rewrite it. Take those ideas, put them into the blender of your brain, and rewrite them and spit them back out as your own ideas. Of course, as a first semester person in college, every idea we come up with isn't going to be 100% original, and we always struggle with that in college, how we expect people not to plagiarize, but then we expect 100% original ideas. Well, gosh, there's not too many original ideas coming out anymore. But again, the idea is to read 3 or 4 different sources, Google these things, make Google your best friend, synthesize and rewrite. You cannot copy and paste. This is plagiarism. Certain papers will be run through plagiarism websites that can detect plagiarism, so be very cautious of that, and you can be kicked out of college. You can be expelled for plagiarism, so be very cautious of plagiarism in your college career. So watch out for that. Proper MLA style, read the paper, look at the website right here, and avoid plagiarism at all costs. You must put stuff into your own words. Gotta go. I'll try not to wear the flannel next time. I'll try and get dressed up in a real dress shirt. So, see you next time.